Hey everyone, it is Thursday the 16th of April and today we are going to make a lemon cheesecake. I'm going to show you hopefully how easy it is to make a lemon cheesecake, and I'll give you all the ingredients and things like that. I'll put them in the comments box below so that if you're thinking of making it, you'll have everything that you need then. So the lemon cheesecake is Nobake, so there's no need to put this in the oven. It goes into the fridge and it sets. Very, very simple and very tasty. Cheesecake is one of my favorites, and I know Angela, our CEO of Threshold Train Network, cheesecake is her favorite dessert as well. So Angela, I'll be challenging you, the cheesecake challenges for you to make your own cheesecake this week as well. Okay, so also as well, I have a couple of riddles, just like last Thursday's video. I shared some riddles, so I'm going to give you one riddle now as well to kind of get you thinking. And I'll give you another two throughout the video as well. Okay, so the first riddle is: you live in a one-story house made entirely of red wood. What colour would the stairs be? Okay, there you go. So that's just to start you off with riddles. So we're going to start making the cheesecake. Okay, so we need to get a cheesecake tin, which is usually about, this is a 9-inch tin, so that would be kind of what I would recommend, because that makes a nice size cake, and there's probably enough to share in that for about 8 people. Okay, and we're going to start with the base first. So for the base, you need digestive biscuits, you need 13 of them, and some butter. So you put 13 biscuits into a resealable bag like so. And then we're going to use a rolling pin then to bash them. Okay, so just bash them up until they're closed. This is a good workout. And we're done. Okay, so that's kind of what you want. So kind of pretty much kind of a nice biscuity kind of crumble there, kind of grainy, I suppose. Okay, so we have our crumble there. And we're going to get some butter. Okay, so for the butter, how much butter you need? You need about normally between kind of 50 and 70 grams of butter. So I actually have a piece of butter here that I think is around. Just going to cut a small bit off because you don't want too much butter in your base, otherwise what happens is it's very hard then when you're cutting into it. The base will be very, very hard. And also as well, just to kind of keep it a little bit healthy, it's better to use less butter. Okay, so obviously cheesecake isn't healthy, but you know, you want to be able to get that balance right. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the butter up into some smaller pieces, and then I'm going to melt the butter in a microwave. Okay, so this is kind of a handy way of just being able to melt the butter without using pots and loads of dishes. Okay, and I'll pop that into the microwave for about 30 seconds. Okay, so stick that over there. Okay, just give my hands a little wash. So while the butter is melting in the microwave, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up the jelly. So there's this will be the topping that goes on top of the base. Okay, so this is just a normal chives lemon jelly, and so we're all kind of used to making jelly at home, so we're going to kind of make it in a very similar way, but just with less water, because we'll have other ingredients that we'll mix into it. Okay, So I'm going to break up these jelly pieces into a microwavable jug. Okay, and if you want, you can add in, you could add in lemon juice if you have a lemon. If you like it really lemony, you can add it in a bit of lemon juice. And you can also add in some sugar as well. Okay, but I'm not going to add in lemon juice because I don't have a fresh lemon, and I'm not going to add in sugar because actually it's kind of doesn't need to be really kind of any sweet. Cheesecake, if it's not too sweet, it can be kind of nice any time of the day. Even have it for breakfast. So let's check on the butter. Okay, so it's still not fully melted, so I'm just going to pop it in then again. Probably my microwave only goes to 30 seconds at a time, so I have to kind of keep an eye on things when, you know, because if I'm pressing it there, it's 30 more seconds, and if I leave it in 30 minutes longer, it will just evaporate. Okay. Okay, my butter's ready. So I'll get a spoon and stir that just to make sure it's really melted. Okay. So now I have my butter melted. I'm going to get a bowl, okay, and pour my crumble in that I made with those 13 digestive biscuits. Okay, and I'm going to add the butter in. Okay, so now that I have the butter in, all I'm going to do is mix it around, and you kind of want to do this step fast because if the butter sets, before you put it in the baking tin or the tin, it's a good thing. Okay. So I'm just going to see here now if this is okay. So give it a good mix. You want to make sure the crumble is completely covered in butter. Okay. And then I'm going to pour it into my base. Just make sure if you're using a cheesecake tin that the base is properly fixed in, because otherwise it will leak on you when you pour the top in. Okay. So I'm going to pour that base in. Okay, and if you think at this stage, you know, there's not enough butter, one good way of kind of knowing if that's the case is that when you're flattening the base of your biscuit tin, or when you're flattening your biscuit base, if it doesn't kind of go smooth on you, so it should really kind of be able to go smooth. Okay, that it kind of sticks together. I don't know if you can kind of see that, okay, in the camera. And also as well, you want to avoid having big chunks of biscuit in your biscuit base. Really, it should be kind of like a grainy texture, because if there's big chunks of biscuit in your base, it will stop when you go to cut into your cheesecake. The base will kind of fall apart on you, and you won't be able to get a kind of a full slice out of the. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to make sure that it's nice and even. Okay, so I think actually I could have maybe used a little bit more butter in mine. In my base, I don't feel like it's not maybe sticking together as well as I'd like it to. Okay, but now I have my base. So that's kind of what you want it to look like. Okay, and I'm going to stick that in the fridge. Okay, so now that we have that part done, okay, we have our base in the fridge. We want to start working on our topping now. So I mean, that's half the battle. Once you have the base done, you know, you're flying then. Okay, so now our topping involves jelly, soft cheese. I also got this from Lidl. This has cost maybe about 60 cents for one of these. You can use Philadelphia, but Philadelphia can be about €2, so it's just really about trying to make it cheap. And this is also from Lidl. It's fresh cream. Okay, so this is 250 mils of fresh cream and 200 grams of soft cheese. So any soft cheese you like. Okay, so to melt the jelly, I'm going to put some water in here. Okay, so just a small amount of water into the jug, maybe, I don't know, probably like 6 or 7 dessert spoons full of water, okay? And we're going to stick that into the microwave. So I'm going to put that on for 3 minutes. So while we're melting our jelly, I'm going to give you another riddle. Okay, and just to mention actually, I don't know if you guys noticed the cherry blossoms. They've really come out over the last 2 or 3 days. I think the sunshine is bringing them out, but they nearly look like bouquets on the trees. So keep an eye out for those if you're going on your walk over the next few days, because they're absolutely beautiful. So yeah, and really good opportunity actually for a picture, for a nice picture. Okay, so here is your next riddle. Okay, what is more useful when it is broken? What is more useful when it is broken? Okay, I'm just going to close the washing. The utility room door, so you can hear the washing machine. Okay, so you've had your second riddle, and we're going to start making our topping now. Alright, so to make the topping, what you need is kind of maybe, I have one of these, I think I got it in Home or Store, but it's actually ideal because it's big enough for whisking cream and then adding other ingredients in if that's what you need to do for whatever you're making. Okay, so I'll get my cream cheese first. And I'm going to add that in. Okay, so scoop all that out. Looks like ice cream, but it doesn't really taste that nice, I think, on its own. I don't know, do many of you like cream cheese? I'm not a big fan unless it has chives on it and it's on crackers. Okay. So now we've cream cheese in there, and we're going to add in the fresh cream as well. So we'll pour that in. Okay. And now we're going to give this a good whisking. Going everywhere. I need one of those really good ones, you know, with the kind of the big thing on it, lid on it, stops it from splashing everywhere. I don't know if you can hear me, but buddy, anytime I hit the whisker, the whisker tries to make cream or anything, when he comes running. He's out the back at the moment, lying in the front. Okay, so you don't want to over whip the cream. But you do want it to be nice and thick. Okay, so we've our cream and our cream cheese mixed. And we're just going to check on our jelly. And perfect. So our jelly is melted. So you can see that it's completely melted down. Okay. But I need this to be cooler before I add in the cream. Alright, so that's what we need to do right now, is we need to get this cooled down, not set obviously, because it has to mix in with the cream cheese and the cream, but it can't go in hot. If I put it in hot straight away, it's just going to ruin it basically. So I'm going to add, actually, do you know what I might do? As a little trick, I might add in 1 or 2 ice cubes, because that might be a little quicker. Okay, so I'm going to add in a couple of ice cubes into it, and we'll give that a stir. Okay, so just while we're cooling this down, I'm going to give you another riddle. Okay, so for riddle number 3, let's see. Okay, Samuel was out for a walk when it started to rain. He did not have an umbrella, and he wasn't wearing a hat. His clothes were soaked, yet not a single hair on his head got wet. How could this happen? Okay, so have a think about that one. So I think the riddle have kind of gotten slightly a little bit harder maybe as time went on, or maybe actually you're kind of thinking these are easy. Okay, that's actually after really working really well. I think I'm going to add in another 1 or 2 more ice cubes. I'm going to place these in because otherwise we'll have jelly everywhere. Okay. Okay, so between your cream cheese and your cream, we have now 450 mils of ingredients, and this is gone up to with the water, with the ice cubes gone into it, and the jelly and the water that we used, we're gone up to about half a pint of this. So that's kind of, and that's really actually kind of what you want to make, is about half a pint of jelly to mix in with your cream and your cream cheese. Okay, so this is ice cube method. Is actually seems to have worked really well. It's cooling down the jelly really quickly, and that's what I need for making this video. Because normally actually I would sit this probably in a pot of cold water, or maybe with some ice in around the pot, and it would cool it from the outside, and I would have added some cold water in to the jelly as well. But this is working really well, so I'll use this again in the future. So just a funny story to tell you. When I was making a cheesecake with somebody before, someone that I knew loved cheesecake, and they never made it themselves. So I said, come on over to mine and I'll show you how to make a cheesecake. I said, like, nothing can go wrong. It's foolproof. Like, it's absolutely so easy to make. So they were sitting up at the kitchen counter in the chair as I was making the cheesecake. And at the time I had 2 candles kind of lighting on the table. And I don't know what it was, but I took the wrapper off the biscuits, or I took the wrapper off something, and I put it down on the table. And I turned around to get something, and when I turned, the person started kind of like screaming and kind of, you know, making noise. And I turned around kind of like I got a bit of a fright, and realised that actually the feckin' kitchen table was after going on fire. Or not has gone on fire, but the paper that had moved off the candle was gone on fire. But we thought it was the most hilarious thing, because I was kind of going on and on about how this cheesecake is so easy to make and that nothing can go wrong, and I nearly burned the house down. So yeah. Okay, so now my cheesecake, or my, I wish, my lemon jelly is gone nice and cool. It's gone really cold actually. And I'm going to pour that in to my cream cheese and cream milk. So you're just going to pour it in slowly, okay, a little bit at a time. Going everywhere again. And I'm just going to use my spoon here from the cream cheese just to make sure that all the mix is not just stuck to the edge of the bowl. Stick that in the sink. And I'll give that one last whisk. Okay, so now I have my topping. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like. I don't know if you can, hope I don't pour it on the computer. Okay, so I'm not too sure if you could see that. So we're going to get our mix now out of the fridge. So the mix is kind of hard, as you can see. You can put this on its side and it doesn't fall out. Okay. And I'm going to pour now my topping on top of the biscuit base, and you can kind of see the texture there that it is quite thick. Now if you want it to be less thick and a little bit lighter, you can use a little bit more water. Alright, I'm just going to get a spoon, make sure that I get all that in. Okay, and then just kind of smooth that out on the top of my cheesecake tin. Okay, and there we go. So all we need to do now is we have to just put this into the fridge, and I'd say it will probably be ready in maybe about an hour or two's time. I'll be tucking into that after dinner, I'd say. So I'm going to stick that in the fridge and allow it to set. And there you go. So there you have our cheesecake. So what I'm hoping to do now is that when this cheesecake is set, I'm hoping to maybe fast forward on this or maybe add another clip in, so hopefully it will just follow. After this section, I just kind of have to see if I can edit the video in that way, so that you'll get to kind of see me having a slice with a cup of tea maybe. So what I would like you to do now is to think about something that you might like to make, and I'd like to challenge you to take a picture of that and send it to me at Stephen, STEVEN @thresholdtraining.ie, or you can WhatsApp it to our work mobile, and most of you have that number, or you can email it to any other staff member as well if you have their email addresses. And we'd like to maybe share that then with everybody on Facebook or Instagram and that. But if you don't want it to be shared, you can just let us know in the email as well, and that's okay. We'd love to see what you make. Also, if it is a cheesecake that you decide to make as well, I'd be delighted to think that this video has inspired you to make your first cheesecake. So that's it. So I hope this isn't the end of the video, and you shall get to see the cheesecake being sliced into. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye bye. Oh, I can't do any more. Okay, I lasted 1 minute 43. It's very difficult. And we're back after that sally up, sally down challenge. I think I need a slice of cheesecake. It is difficult, so give it a go. It's a lot harder than I thought, but actually a really good way to do exercise. It's kind of fun with the song. So I decided to just kind of have a quick glance in the fridge to see if the cheesecake was ready, and I think it's probably in maybe even less than an hour and it's done. And I think the reason is because I didn't add as much water as maybe you can do. So the less water you add, the quicker it will set. So this is kind of ready to set, and I know because it's kind of not moving. Okay, so it also tells me as well I probably should have added a little bit more water. But what you'll find in any way now is that when we slice into it, it will cut really, really well. So I'm just going to use a knife, and I'm just going to run that knife down along the side of the cheesecake tin. Okay. Go. And now I'm going to open it up, and this is going to it's okay, we've got a cheesecake. Okay, put that down there. Oh, that was good actually that I used the mat, because it means I can bring this up to you then and show you. So there we have our lemon cheesecake. Alright, so you can see that it's not drooping down over the biscuit, it's completely set and it's ready to eat. Oh, I nearly slid it there off the mat. So let's get a plate, slice in. Very, very, very happy with this cheesecake. I think it was because we made it together. Okay. I don't know what I was saying earlier on about getting 8 slices of this, because I've cut myself a very large slice here. Okay, yeah, and there we go. So there we have a nice sliced cheesecake. And give it a try. it's delicious. It's delicious. Hold on. Just need to make sure. It's not very sweet, so if you don't want a sweet cheesecake, if you want a cheesecake that you can eat any time of the day, then this is the recipe. So as I said earlier, I hope you give that a go. I'd love to hear one or two of you giving it a go. It would really make my day.